Alrighty. All right. All right. So I just wanted to say, like, you don't have to figure everything out right now. And this is something I fall into. And I think it comes from just comparing yourself to other people, with YouTube, with fucking Instagram, Twitter, whatever the fuck. And especially for me, it's YouTube. Like, it's kind of crazy because you kind of lie to yourself saying like, excuse me, you lie to yourself saying like, oh well, I'm learning from this, but you're actually not. You're just scrolling. It's basically like YouTube has become fucking Instagram. Like, there's really no difference. And yeah, you can learn stuff from it, but there's a difference between like you actually having a question or something and looking up the question on YouTube versus you just scrolling. That's something I realized. Like, if you have a legitimate question to something, like, look up that question. Don't just scroll on your feed. That's exactly what they want you to do. And I say they, I'm just saying, like, that's what the app wants you to do. It's to scroll. Because at the end of the day, you're the product. It's a business. So I'll go back to what, like, the actual thing of this video. You don't have to figure everything out immediately. You don't even have to you're never gonna figure it all out. Like, just, you need to live life and figure it out then, because that's the only way you can. Don't be an armchair philosopher and try to figure everything out in the comfort of your own room, because it won't work like that. Your mind can only know so much. You learn so much more from just observing and experience rather than reading a book or going on what you were taught. That's the water in the back. I don't know why it's going on. It's so loud right here. I don't know if you can hear it on the camera, but whatever. And so are they. Yeah, you don't have to ever have everything figured out. It's a process. And when you're constantly comparing yourself, you can't even enjoy your process. Like, no matter where you are, just accept where you are. People will tell you you're not supposed to be there, or you should be somewhere else, but you're fucking not. Like, there's no shit about it, you're not. So just accept where you are, no matter where you are, and work from there. And again, it sounds like you say this all the time, easier said than done. But like, you have to at least, consciously put forth the effort to do that. Because what else can you do? You can play the victim. You can, complain, but it doesn't get you anywhere. Just accept where you are and figure things out from there. Go the fuck outside. Go outside. Like, everyone wants to figure it all out, but they don't want to fucking change themselves. It doesn't work like that. We all want to know what our purpose is and, live the life of our dreams, but you can't fucking do that if you're not actually putting forth the effort to change yourself and, putting yourself in new experiences. Because you can't change your thinking through thought. Thought doesn't change thought. Experiences change thought. It's never enough to just, to think all the time. You need to feel the experience. And I'm not saying you're an emotional little bitch. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you feel the experience fully. It's different from being, listening to your every emotion. There's a difference between feeling and being emotional. You should always feel everything fully. Because that's where wisdom comes from. Once you can feel an experience fully, no matter if it's pain, joy, sadness. Sounds like I'm saying inside out. Sadness, joy. Your ability to feel those things, reflects the quality of your life. because you're gonna feel those things 100%. There's no other way, unless you limit your experiences, which is a slow death, and it's miserable. It's absolutely just miserable. You know, you came here to experience. I mean, that's all. That's what life is. And you figure things out along the way. Like, what good would it do you if you knew everything? If you knew everything and what to do in this moment, what would be the point? The point of experience is so that, you know, the result is that you know more about yourself and you know more about life. That's what experience is for. So you can better understand the contrast, like what you want, what you don't like, what you like. That's how it works. So every time you experience something, just go back to yourself and be like, what did I think about this experience? Like, how did I react? Did I like this experience? Did I not like it? What did I not like about it? And just keep asking yourself, why? With a why. So, figure things out along the way. Get off the YouTube, get off the Instagram, get off the fucking Twitter, and just, you know, be with yourself. Experience what it's like to live in reality. Not a fake world, in reality. You know, step outside, fucking, at least make a commitment with yourself. At least once every day, go out and do something. Get out of your house and do something. Besides work, if you work outside of your house. And if you work at home, even better. Yes, you know, working at home, you can kind of get stuck in this comfort trap. And once you do this, you're gonna attract experiences. You're just gonna, once you take action, you're gonna feel better, and everything's just gonna start, you know, flowing and synchronizing. That's what synchronicity is. You're just attracting experiences, and you be like, that works out. Things just start working out because you fucking take action and you figure things out that way. I used to think, you know, life was like a puzzle to solve. I'm not sure if that's true anymore, because when you're solving a puzzle, you're kind of just thinking all the time. You're constantly thinking, and you have to put, you know, the puzzle pieces in place. You're thinking all the time. It doesn't make sense. So I treat life is more like a maze as of now. It'll probably change, but life is like kind of more like a maze, because you're gonna take wrong turns, but then you can always go back, you know, reset yourself. You're gonna go another way, maybe it's a wrong turn, you go back, reset yourself, and then you find your way, and then you keep moving, and then you take a wrong turn again, you come back, keep moving. I think it's more like that. Life is kind of a maze. I just came with that on the spot. I don't even know. It kind of makes sense, though. Kind of makes sense. So, and that's how you figure things out, but through trial and error. You know, I don't really like the word try, so, because it implies that you're not actually giving your full attention to something. Like, I'll try it. No, fucker, you'll do it. Yoda style, bitch. So yeah, keep figuring things out through experience. There's no reason for you not to experience, because I know because I got caught in this too. I was limiting my experiences, and once I started getting new experiences, like really realizing this was the problem, and the only way to solve a problem if you're aware of the problem. So I was aware of the problem, and I started putting myself in new experiences, and it took like time for that momentum to build. Excuse me. And at first there was a lot of fear, and fear is always there. It will always be there. But it gets to the point where like you start to love the fear almost. You have to fall in love with the fear, just the feeling, because at the end of the day, it won't kill you. It's just a feeling. It's a feeling, and you have to feel it. I think that's the way that you overcome fear, is by just doing something you're afraid of and feeling it fully. Like if you're afraid to say I love you to your mom, I was, and I know some of you are. If you're afraid to do that, just do it. Literally. You can imagine yourself doing it first, but at the end of the day, you're going to have to do it. And the way you overcome the fear is by feeling it. Because you have to let that feeling like almost like pass through you. It's kind of like, I read this in a book somewhere, I freaking forgot. It's like when experiences happen to you, they can get stuck in you almost. And you keep replaying it in your mind, and it's like, you have to let them pass through you and let them go. Oh, it was in the Untethered Soul. Yeah, that book. Great book. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Experience things and figure things out along the journey. So peace.